Yo, what's up? In this video, I'll talk about charging in a Porsche Taycan. Okay, I know it's Porsche. Yeah, I'm just trolling with you guys. Yes. You know, I wonder why people didn't tell me, hey, Bjørn, it's not Hyundai, it's Hyundai. Yes. Okay, anyway, so about charging. You know, I did 3 different charging sessions with the Taycan, and just to show you guys what happens. And the first charging session was at Ayonti Dal. 350 kilowatt fast charger. You see, I started with good conditions here, 2% and 30 degrees Celsius in the battery, and you see that we go straight up to 200 kilowatt something. Now this one is the smaller pack at the 79.2 kilowatt hour. It comes with a bigger pack with 93.4 kilowatt hour in the turbo versions. But this one can at least peak at 220 kilowatt, so it still has pretty decent charging rates, and the battery size here is about the same as a Model 3, yes, about 80 kilowatt hour. And what else? Okay, the Model 3 is more efficient, yeah, that's right, at least at lower speed, but at higher speed I think is neck and neck. But look at this. I think it's very impressive that within about 10 minutes, yes, we started with 2%, and after 10 minutes, we have about 40% or something. Yeah, but it's okay, it dropped already now to 170 kilowatt, but still 170 kilowatt is very fast, man. Yes, I'm not sure if Model 3 can maintain 170 kilowatt to 50% or not. Yeah, okay, but it's also going to drop again soon. But look at this, man. Many EV owners, they would love to have 170 kilowatt at 57%. Yeah, but you see, eventually it will drop. So you might be thinking, oh, maybe I should leave now at 60%. Well, I think it's a little bit too early to leave now, because 150 kilowatt is still very fast. And if you leap this often between fast chargers, then you have to add more overhead, because you have to take a detour, plug it in, maybe some RFID or app or whatever. So I actually think it's better to stay until about at least 70 to 80%. There will actually be a significant drop at 80%, like many other battery packs I've tested. Something weird happens at 80% on those packs, because simply you cannot maintain that high speed all the way, otherwise you will fry the battery. And the Taycan is no exception. So we'll see at about 80%, 100 kilowatt at 70%. And by the way, this one has also a smaller buffer. They ate up that buffer, so you can get more range out of it. So my claim is that there's almost no top buffer anymore, unlike before when they had about 5 kilowatt hour. But you see, after 80%, the speed just plummets. But then, strangely, it will actually go up a little bit towards the end again, just like the bigger battery pack. But at 90%, okay, some guy donated. This was from live stream I recorded. But yeah, so that's it. You see, it took less than 40 minutes to reach 90%. So I think that's decent. Normally, when you have a food break, you will stop for 30-40 minutes. And then even if you have just a quick 15-minute stop, you still get decent juice in the battery. So very nice, yes. And then the next charging session was at Circle K, 150 kilowatt. And in this case, I started with the highest state of charge, and the battery was kind of cold. But you see, I did still get 120 kilowatt in the beginning, and then it leaped up to 150 kilowatt. But it didn't stay there too long, and then it dropped to 112 kilowatt. And by the way, at this charging session, I didn't know that you can press the kilometers per minute to show kilowatt, but I estimated the kilowatt based on all those other numbers. But you see, now the battery is not as hot as it wanted to be. So that's why we're not getting 150 kilowatt flat past 50% anymore. So you see, the Taycan is no exception here either, that if it cold gates, then you simply can't get that nice 250 kilowatt or whatever, 200 plus kilowatt speed or 150 kilowatt speed. Yeah, and now, okay, at this point, it dropped to 77 kilowatt. It's still decent at that high state of charge, but of course, okay, still okay. Yeah, still okay. But okay, the last case here is at 50 kilowatt fast charger. And here you see something different. The temperature stays constant at 30 degrees Celsius. So Porsche, they chose to not raise the temperature, unlike Tesla Model 3. Model 3 will raise the temperature to 50 degrees Celsius, even at 50 kilowatt fast charging. But another thing you can notice is that we are only getting 36 kilowatt. You see, we're not getting 50 kilowatt or not even 45 kilowatt. And why is that? Well, it's because the pack is based on, well, this one is actually slightly lower than the bigger pack, but it's based on around 700 volt on this pack. And the charger is 400 volt base. So the charger can simply not charge this high voltage battery. So the only way to do it was for Porsche to put an onboard DC-DC converter into the car. Now, I thought about another thing. I guess you guys also thought about it. Why don't you split the battery pack in two and then you charge both of them simultaneously? Well, I think maybe it's not that simple. So at least Porsche, they chose to have an onboard DC-DC converter. And then when you convert voltage like that, even if it's DC, there is some losses. So I don't know how much it is. Maybe up to 20%, because according to the spec sheet in Porsche, you're only supposed to get about 35-40 kilowatt on the 50 kilowatt fast charger. That's the only way to do it, unfortunately. Yeah, and also the car comes with an optional 150 kilowatt onboard charger. So I already discussed this before, that I highly recommend you to get it. But you know what? The 150 kilowatt fast charger that at least Circle K uses is the ABB, and the ABB is very common throughout Europe, and those ones are 800 volt based. So you saw that we were able to achieve 150 kilowatt from it. I bet if it was a 400 based system and you had to use the 150 kilowatt onboard charger or converter or whatever, I guess you will get, well, I guess maybe 120 kilowatt only from it. But the thing is that how common are the 150 kilowatt 400 based chargers? I have no idea, because it seems like the ABB chargers are 800 volt based, but, and also the Iontis, they use tritium chargers. They are also 800 volts based, yeah. But I wonder, you know, the Delta chargers that you also see here and there, especially in Norway, there's Bjørn Kontakt, they use these Delta chargers. They come in two different configurations, either the 400 volt based or the optional 800 volt based. So I haven't checked how it is around Norway, and I haven't checked also for the rest of Europe. But there could be that some charge point operators, they go for the Delta 400 volt. And in case, if that's the case and you arrive at 100 kilowatt or 120 kilowatt Delta charger, then you might get only 50 kilowatt. I'm not sure how that works, you know. If you have 50 kilowatt onboard charger only and you arrive at 150, 400 volt, maybe you're capped to 50 kilowatt. And then after losses, it'll be 36, which is kind of sucks. So that option is still only around 400 euros. So I guess the chances that you will run into these 400 volt might be so low that you could just opt it out. Or if you want to just be on the safe side, just get it still. Yes, I don't know really which one to recommend to you. Personally, I would probably get it. Yeah, but I guess you just have to know your need, and you have to know your country and what they provide in your country. So anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. This was the last Taycan video for now. Ironically, the Taycan was not provided by Porsche. No, they never lent me a Porsche. As it came from a follower named William. He was so nice to lend me the car for 2 days. I can actually borrow it more if I want to, but I had limited time. So thank you, William. He has an Instagram account. You can check it out if you want to. So that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.